The thing that will irk Marco Silva is quite why, for a team in such a groove, it took quite this long. Cardiff clung to a point, the height of their ambition, for almost an hour. In a state of ponder, Everton had no real answer. Yet here they are, sitting 6th and now above Manchester United, owing much to the energy and eventual winner of Gylfi Sigurdsson. The next few weeks bring sterner tests in a broader sense. Liverpool at Anfield next Sunday is followed by Tottenham and Manchester City before Christmas, all examinations of how quickly Everton are progressing under Silva. But games like these, retaining patience against teams content to sit in, can also act as a measure. It is to Silva's credit that more will turn up on Merseyside happy to leave with anything, as was the way on Saturday. This was as far from vintage as you could imagine, although that matters not and could potentially be blamed on the international break. By the end of a dire first half, during which Cardiff made their intentions clear from the off, Everton had actually gathered a modicum of momentum. Richarlison, being asked to lead the line in the absence of a productive alternative, had his first sniff of goal, only to find Neil Etheridge with a free header from Sigurdsson's precise free kick. There were precious few opportunities before that, a tame Michael Keane header the only effort on target. Andre Gomes, impressive all afternoon, twice fired wide, once after breaking past two Cardiff defenders, but the away resistance was proving stubborn. As is always the case at Goodison Park, a few thousand became restless. They had long voiced displeasure at Etheridge's deliberations over goal kicks, the goalkeeper eventually booked for time wasting, before the usual howls of exasperation at misplaced passes and broken passages of play. Quite right too, Everton's 73% possession yielded only one chance of real note, and that came via a set piece. Makeshift striker Callum Paterson had fired wide when summer signing Yerry Mina, making his full home debut, lost out. Yet that is about as good as it got for Warnock. Marco Silva needed his side to attack with greater pace and incision, those qualities evident when Sigurdsson was thwarted when slipped clear by Bernard coming off the left flank. Finally the breakthrough came a minute before the hour mark. Theo Walcott spotted some space and started to motor when Cardiff were turned around, storming towards goal, firing at Etheridge, only for Sigurdsson to mop up the rebound for his 7th of the campaign. To Silva's immense credit, Sigurdsson is finally beginning to show why they spent £45 million on the midfielder, which could end up being his biggest triumph after inheriting a mess last summer. Cardiff were in disarray by now. Kadeem Harris booked for almost dumping Jordan Pickford on his head when challenging for a high ball he would never win. The tackles became increasingly last-ditch, and with an element of desperation. Neil Warnock is relying on the athleticism of his squad to stave off relegation, but they require far more guile. Victor Camarasa, the on-loan Real Betis swinger, looked most likely, sending Pickford sprawling to his right to tip wide from 30 yards. Greg Cunningham appealed for a penalty under Seamus Coleman's challenge, but Paterson correctly waved that away. Everton should have doubled their lead in the final 10 minutes when substitute Ademola Lookman jinked and weaved through defenders with a low center of gravity, only for Etheridge to stand up tall. So did Paterson with 2 minutes left, somehow heading over. Josh Murphy saw a shot blocked.